Yo, what's up, boy? Let's go get this party started. Alright, I guess we got no pooch. I guess we got no pooch today, y'all. This beautiful weather. Look at this beautiful weather. Almost freaking Christmas, guys. Almost Christmas. I know this is what everybody's here for. Oh, Lord. Beautiful freaking sunset. All right, let me get my mic plugged in for y'all so I can give you guys the best sound quality we can. Bingo bango. Obviously, if we can't tell, this is a spur of the moment live stream for you guys. All right. Freaking do. There we go. Mic is in. Mic is in. There we go. And now we can get you guys set up to see this freaking bike that I ripped all my plastics off of. Such a naked girl now. Oh, lordy lord. Wow. That's a sight to see. Get you guys some more lighting. Oh man. All right, guys. Can we just appreciate a naked Honda CBR 600? Look at this. We got no front cowl. Fairings. What fairings? There's the front cowl. There's the left and the right fairing. She is starting to be taken apart, guys. So if you guys are following the channel, you guys would know why this bike is naked. And she's also very dirty under here, so I might give her a nice little spit shine. But if you guys follow the channel, you guys know why this bike is naked and parts are being taken off, because new parts are going to be going on here soon. So you guys already know. You guys got to stick along for the journey, because this is just when the fun begins. Like I said, no fairings on it, which means now all the new fun parts get to go on. So that is the fun. But your boys got a little bit of speed shine left. Obviously, we used a lot of that over the season, so we're gonna have to replenish that, but we're gonna use it and clean the Jimmy Jansen up. How we doing? How we doing? First one in the live stream. I'm gonna set you guys up right there real quick, because I just want to get this a little wipe down. I don't have my phone set anywhere good for you. Sorry, guys. You just got to deal with it for 1 second. I just want to get a little spit shine up here, just because she is definitely dirty. She is definitely gooder. Hey, brother, how we doing? How are we doing? I hope everybody is ready for a nice Christmas, because it is right here, right around the corner now, guys. That's it. That is it. All right, I'm not gonna go crazy cleaning this bike right now, but I'm doing good. I am doing good. Like I showed you guys just before, luckily, we got a beautiful day. So, of course, spur of the moment live stream for you guys. Show you guys this naked Jimmy Jansen so she can get ready for all of her new parts. It's so weird looking at this bike naked, no front fairing. It just looks completely out of its territory. But now that we have her opened up, I can actually go through this bike and I can put on all my new parts on top of putting on, well, not putting on, but I got to put on new parts, and then I'm going to do a full bolt check, because obviously, guys, I just rebuilt this bike in the beginning of the season, and then doing a little fluid flush, get all those fluids out and replaced. And then once all the parts are on, we can pretty much just start firing this bike back up and ripping like we never stopped, pretty much. So I'm excited, especially because we got nice weather today. So I'm able to hop on a live stream for you guys. Plus, I got this all done yesterday. So if you guys follow the channel, Wednesday, the new video of this bike being broken down will be up Wednesday. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I need to wash my bike tomorrow. Yeah, luckily now that she's naked like this, I'm going to be able to get a lot of cleaning done. So that's one benefit of having this bike completely ripped apart practically. And I still got to take more off. I still got to take that whole gas tank fairing off because, like I said, guys, I got new parts coming in. So if you guys watch the channel, you'll know what parts we have. But this one's easy. This one should just be, you're going to take these two covers off and then like 2 bolts. There's probably like 4 bolts in total to take that gas tank cover off. So it's not too bad. Not too freaking bad. But like I said, we got gorgeous weather out today. So I had to hop on a live for you guys for a little bit before I got to go. Bo hasn't ate anything at all today. So I figured let's go get some seat time on the live so everybody knows I'm still here. And then we'll see where the day takes us. You know what I'm saying? We'll see where the freaking day takes us. But, man, I'll tell you one thing. Seeing this thing with no front fairing is very, 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 very weird. Like, that is not a cockpit I'm used to. Don't mind the brake reservoir. That will be replaced very shortly. And then we also got our freaking Jimmy Jansen freaking... Look at this, guys. Look at how burnt up my exhaust got my plastics. Toasted. And I even had heat shield in there, so I guess you guys can tell that this exhaust is just a little bit on the hot side. Which, by the way, there's only one reason why this is loose right now is because I'm currently in the process of trying to reposition it. So, again, like I said, guys, that's all going to be in the next video. So if you guys really want to see and stay tuned with this bike, you guys will follow along on the YouTube journey. But yeah, that is pretty much that, which is nice. And obviously I can kind of go through this whole bike now since nothing's on it, and I can do a nice bolt check. I can go through and just clean everything up. I mean, the engine's a little dirty up in here, so I can get my paws up in there, clean that up. And you know, got to take advantage of having this bike apart, guys. You know, you don't always have your bike apart, so when you do, take advantage of it and clean it up and maintain your bikes, guys. I mean, in all reality, the only way your bikes are going to last is you are taking care of them and maintaining them. So that's what I try to do. At least I try. You know, it's bad enough we're already 2 wheels down on a bike. You know, you're already missing 2 wheels compared to a car. So I like to just be on top of my safety and make sure my ass is always covered, which is why we're doing a full run through on this bike. That's why we're going to do a full bolt check. We're going to run through, drain all brake fluid's going to be all drained, all radiator fluids all going to be drained, engine oil all going to be drained, flushed out, new coolant, new brake, you know, everything's going to be all flushed, brand new. It's been 2 years with this bike, so you know, I want to be on top of my crap. I don't want to have to worry about any between the bike and myself. So, you know, that's just the way I like to crumple here. But I'm gonna get on this side real quick. I want to check out my VIN sticker. Sucks too, because your boy don't have friggin' battery in here anymore, so I can't even you know, I can't even do no cold starts for the boys anymore. I gotta get a picture. I'll get a picture of that after the stream, but yeah, we're gonna just we'll probably hang out probably another 20-30 minutes. I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of where we're at with this girl, but sadly, like I said, she currently has no battery in her. Battery is being taken care of on the inside, so you know, we don't want to come out next season to a dead battery. So the last thing I want to go spend some money on is have to go buy a $200 battery. So that's, like I said, guys, the things that you got to do to just maintain your bike. You know, stupid little simple things. Something simple like that will make a big difference. You know, you don't have to walk out here and 4 or 5 months from now to go start your bike and then come to realize that you didn't have it on a trickle charger, your battery is dead, and now you either A, need to buy a new battery, or B, sit there for a good couple hours and charge that battery up. So I bring my batteries inside. You could leave your batteries outside on the bikes in the cold weather if you have a trickle charger, but that's completely up to you guys. Obviously, I'm in a freaking plastic shed here, nowhere attached to the house. So obviously, we don't have electric running to the shed, but make do with what I got. So like I said, the way I do it is I'll take the battery out, and then I pretty much just leave the battery inside on a 2x4. You don't want to leave it in anywhere cold. You don't want to leave it on tile floor, none of that stuff. So 2x4, you don't have to worry about anything. That's how I do it. I did it last season. I'm doing it this season, and I will not have an issue. So that's the way that I crumble with the cookies. And then obviously, if you guys watch the videos, you guys would see that we did fuel stabilizer. So this bike is fully winterized. I can technically go inside, grab the battery, slap the battery in, and the bike will start up in a heartbeat. But no point to do that. Like I said, I already cycled the whole bike with fuel stabilizer. This bike is winterized. She's ready to rock. So we're pretty much just going to leave her with what she's got and keep on moving. But I think the next video that I do upload for you guys, I think we're going to end up doing the front headlights. Obviously, again, like I said, you guys follow the channel. You guys know we bought a whole bunch of stuff for the bike. So you guys would know that we got new headlights for the bike, which, you know, with the plastics over the headlight and, you know, just seeing it in a box with no power to it, you guys can't really tell how nice the headlights actually are. So I figured, you know what? Let's give the boys what they want, and we're going to get these things installed for you guys next video. Well, not the next video, but the video after that. So, but it's a very simple process. It's pretty much just, there's a clip here on the headlight and a clip here on the headlight. This is for the, this is like your rollover sensor, and then this is obviously powered to my dash. So pretty much you just pull those two pins out of the headlight, and then it's quite literally just 2 Phillips screws. You take those 2 Phillips screws out, and see you later headlights. So it will be a very quick, easy process, and I will be able to get power to the new headlights within 10 minutes of the next video that I post for you guys. So you guys will actually, you know, be able to see those nice sea lights that I have on them, on the new headlights. You know, you got the corner sea lights, which everything's obviously blurred out, and then I got nice bright HIDs. So it's gonna make a huge game changer for me visually, plus it's just gonna look cosmetically so much better. So that's kind of why I got the whole bike ripped apart, so I can show you guys on video just what it's actually gonna look like. What's up, my boy? How we doing, Acra liver? How do you freaking do? I hope everybody's having a great Saturday, because I got beautiful weather today. So like I said in the beginning of the stream, just kind of a spur of the moment stream. You know, your boy's been working a lot. I haven't had time to go live, on top of just weather and just life, guys. Life sometimes is overwhelming, and you don't get to always do what you want to do. But brother, we're here, and we never stop the grind. As you guys can tell, we're consistent with the YouTube grind. We be posting at least 1 video a week, and we got a lot of content to make with this bike now. And this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. 10 p.m. here, brother. Damn, it's only 3:15 for me. Jeez, God bless you. I appreciate you coming into the live stream. And I doubt I'm going to be going live before Christmas, guys. I'm going to be dropping a video Wednesday, Christmas Eve. But obviously, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I probably won't end up going live. So if that's the case, just want to say it now. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you guys all have a great Christmas. I hope you guys get to spend it with all your friends, all your family, all your loved ones. And of course, if I don't go live after Christmas, I want to wish you guys a happy New Year's as well, because those are two pretty big days, I would say. And they're some of my favorite holidays. So just want to give you guys a little bit of love and express how much I appreciate you guys. No problem. We have a holiday here, so no work for a week. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. We off. I'm actually, technically, guys, I am off until the first week of January. I currently was working at a place. Long story short, don't work there anymore. But it's the way the world works. Is my last day at work, I actually got offered a full-time position to go back to what I was doing, which was carpentry. So come January, your boy's going to be a carpenter again. I'm going to be playing with all the wood and building stuff and doing kitchens and bathrooms and all that fun full-time. So your boy's excited. Everything's starting to work out as planned, which means we get to put more money into this chick, which we have all the parts that we mainly need. Obviously, I do got to get this bike tuned after I put on some of the other parts. And then really, other than just installing the parts that I have and getting this bike tuned, we need carbon fiber, guys. We need carbon fiber. We need it ASAP, and we need it rocky. So found a couple parts. Obviously, nothing is in freaking stock for this bike, but we found the rear tire hugger, carbon fiber. So I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on that, along with the chain guard. They make this as well in carbon fiber. So I think the two of these in the rear end carbon fiber will definitely look good, but obviously I'm going to have to pull that through the bike. So I'm thinking to see if they have this front sprocket guard in carbon fiber. I would get that as well. So then you're pulling it through from the rear end of the bike. That would be the middle of the bike, and then obviously the front end of the bike. We have plenty of options, but obviously I'm going to start off with a front fender, and then there's a couple places that do make practically every piece for this bike carbon fiber, the whole front fairing carbon fiber, rear. So we would probably piece those things as time comes, but really just thinking about that rear end and the front for the carbon for now, just something to start. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth spending thousands of dollars on carbon fiber, but then again, if I plan on tracking the bike, I mean, the lighter the better. But I'm not doing carbon for speed. I don't care about being lightweight. It's really just to look good. You know, who hates on carbon? Especially on like a beautiful, if I had the bike out on a sunny day like this, man, carbon would be popping right now. So there's that. Those are a couple ideas that I'm thinking about doing with some carbon. They also make this little panel for both sides carbon fiber. I think that would look a little weird unless I continued carbon through this whole back piece. But those are things that we will figure out later on down the road. Also, carbon fiber, it's just body panels, so I could always do that easily in, a quick process to where, like, I'm doing headlights, so I have to take the front fairing off. I'm doing my front brake reservoir, so to have that front fairing off makes my life easier. We're doing bar ends, we're doing grips, that's easy. You can still have plastics on for that, but then I have an intake, so I have to take the air filter out, which means I got to take gas tank cover off. So pretty much from like that seat forward, everything's got to come off. So that's kind of why we just ripped this whole thing apart. Also, I got to go through, I want to readjust my exhaust. There's a couple things I want to do for my exhaust to make it sit a little bit more flush. Plus, I have a welding buddy. I'll reposition this, it keeps feeling weird. But I got a welding buddy, so he's going to help me make another bracket. Just so once I have my exhaust repositioned where I want it, he's going to weld it with a bracket, so I don't have to worry about my exhaust ever shifting or moving or doing anything funky on me, which I've only had a problem with my exhaust once, and that was header-wise, just because of the design. So it's obviously you got headers, each individual header running off of each individual cylinder, but then it's like a slide-in. Usually they have to where it's either a bolt or you have like a spring type of deal to where, a spring's on this side, and it's keeping it compressed closed. This just slides in. They just slide into each other. So I'm going to, obviously I can't have anything tack welded or anything like that right now because I obviously need to get my exhaust in the right location. But that's also another thing, is he's going to get these all welded up for me in the right position. I don't need to worry about taking, these off individually. I can just take this off as a full system pretty much. It's just header bolts, and then there's, I think, one bolt back there, which is why I'm adding another bracket. So, yeah, it's just a whole bunch of little things that it would just make a lot of sense for your boy to do now while the bike is naked, instead of doing it while next season starts, and then I gotta rip stuff off, and then I gotta worry about the bike being down for a couple of days. So we're kind of just going with what we got here. We are just going with what we got. Nice bike, hell yeah, brother. We're just Honda boys. CST, I don't know what the hell that means. CST. Yeah, I don't know about that one, boy, but I appreciate it. We got a nice bike over here, and she's only getting nicer, and she's going to be on her. If we can't tell, that's her first transition, stock fairings. That's her second transition, aftermarket fairings. And I'm not saying we're changing the color, but the overall look of this bike is definitely going to look completely different come next season. So, like I said, we want to add a couple more pieces to it, but we'll take that over time. We'll do with what we can. But look at this too. Look at this friggin' stock ass setup. Who wants a stock exhaust? Like, brother, look at this. The size, you got a huge freaking cat. Then you got the fucking, I forget what those are called. That's like the internal silencer for it. And then you got the freaking huge muffler at the back. Like, brother, we don't need all that. All we need is pretty much header, mid pipe, and then as you can see, just a little muffler at the end. Forget all the cats. We don't need cats. We don't need mufflers. We don't need all that. Screw all that stuff. We want the loud stuff, baby. Your bike looks like a Triumph Street Triple from the front without the fairings. Yeah, I know. It looks fucking weird, bro. Every time I look at it, I'm like, damn, I guess I'm a naked boy now. I guess I'm on that naked life. Just wait, though. Just wait until these headlights are changed out. Just wait, guys. But this was quite literally, like I was saying earlier, the next video is going to upload Wednesday. That's me taking this whole bike apart. Quite literally, from the second that I started the video to the second I finished the video with a full outro, intro, outro, everything, I was saying in the video, I'm like, yeah, I've been out here for about a half an hour. And once I had it all in my editing software and had everything clipped up, whatever, it was quite literally, it took me 30 minutes to get the front fairing off and the two side fairings. So your boy's definitely been in here once or twice before, probably more than that. If you guys want to go see that, you guys can go check out Mike's Mistakes Rebuild. That will be in, guys go to my channel and you click on playlist, you'll see that. That will pretty much be this whole bike totaled and me rebuilding it to a fully operation, obviously with fairings on it, but fairings are off for now because of the work that we're doing. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to go back and backtrack this bike, you pretty much would see this bike all red. You guys would see this bike as a fully red stock OEM 2024 Honda CBR 600, and it went from that to this. And obviously I still got some parts. I got my rear subframe that was completely twisted and bent from the accident. I still have. I still got my two front forks. One of them's bent, one of them's a backup fork. And then we have, obviously, the whole exhaust. We switched out the exhaust, all the old fairings, the OEM tail tighty. Nobody likes that stuff. And then we have our two, sorry, had to throw the Frisbee for the pooch. And then we have our two busted up, bent out of whack, mammoth jamming rims, guys. Like, these rims went through the ringer. Look at this one. This is front rim, guys. You got this huge bend in this front. And then I also have a crack in the lip over here. There's a crack over here. And these are Enki as well, guys. I don't know if you guys know anything about wheels, but these are Enki rims. So that was the front. Here's my back seat, my toasted back seat from the accident that we had to staple together just to make do with what we got. And then, yeah, there's that rear rim that's got that crazy bend, and that one snapped like a mamma jamma too. I'm not gonna pull them all out. I got plenty of videos with these bike all apart. Then we got friggin' old rotors that are bent, friggin' windscreen, my windshield. Yeah, I mean, like, bike definitely went through the ringer, guys. She's definitely been through the ringer. But she's here. I'm here. I'm alive. So I can't complain whatsoever. Plus, I still have the bike. I still got another chance with the bike. So that all being said, I could never be upset with this girl. Look at her. Just look at her. Even though she was totaled at one point in her life, she still looks good. And she rides just as good. Oh, okay. I don't have a dry clutch on my Ducati, but what is your opinion on it? On dry clutches? Dry clutches are cool, but the maintenance on them ain't. Dry clutches don't last anywhere close to as long as a wet clutch, and also dry clutches are very expensive. You're probably spending, I mean, just throwing a number out there, but I'd say probably anywhere from like $2 to $3 grand to do a clutch job. And I know on those bikes you're supposed to be doing, on the dry clutches, you're supposed to be changing them like, I think every 5,000 miles. I think it was something like that. 3,000 to 5,000 miles they need to be changed. So it's like, to lay out a couple K every couple thousand miles is OD. But obviously, when your boy has money and I can afford that type of stuff, I will have a Ducati. I would definitely. Yeah, I didn't buy one because of that. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that sucks. But if you're a fully established, adult and you have money and you can make all your payments on time and you don't have to worry about money and you can take care of your family and all that, then hell yeah. If you got the extra couple bucks, everybody's got to experience a dry clutch once in their life. But there's definitely a lot more maintenance with a dry clutch, and don't want to deal with all that. I don't got the bills to be paying off for a new clutch every. I put on about that every season. I would be doing a clutch. I do about anywhere from 3 to 5,000 miles a season. So, just take that in perspective. If you're doing a clutch at every 3 to 5,000 miles, and you're riding 3 to 5,000 miles, that means every season at a minimal cost, you're gonna have to spend at least $2 to $3 grand just to replace clutch. So, it's just not. It doesn't. Not that it's not reliable, but it just isn't. It's more of a burden to me. I'd like to just be able to hop on something like this, hop on, and as long as I got oil on the bike, which with these Hondas, half the time you don't even need oil on the damn bike. But I just like something I can hop on. I don't got to worry about it much, especially because if I got a freaking Ducati with a dry clutch, I'm starting that baby up. I'm letting her run for a couple minutes, at least. So. Just the little things, but one day, boys, we will definitely have a Ducati on the channel. I have the money just daily to work. Yeah, if you're dailying it, definitely stay away from dry clutch. You made a very smart choice there, buddy, because that would be, you kind of would just be throwing money out just to have a bike that has a dry clutch. I do some group rides, but I still want to daily it. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I do love riding, but every once in a blue moon, you kind of, have those couple of days where I'm just like, I don't need to ride the bike today. Especially because, me and all my buddies, we're all menaces. When we hop on a bike, we're riding like practically, quite literally all day. We'll meet up around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and then we're riding until, depending on the night, we'll be riding until 12 o'clock that night. So it's definitely a lot, especially with like YouTube content and stuff. The last thing I need to worry about is having to do a clutch and being down for a week or two, having to get a clutch replaced, because I can tell you guys, that's definitely one thing I will not do on a bike or car, anything motor-wise, not me. Don't look at me. I'm not the guy. I will never do motor work on a bike or a car. I will never get internal. Just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how to do that shit, and that's the last thing I want to worry about. And then wiring. Your boy is just, I don't do that stuff. I can do anything else, but when it comes to wiring, I'm definitely not your guy. And when it comes to motors, I could pull the motor. I'll pull the motor out. I'll pull the transmission out, but when it comes to cracking that engine open and start doing pistons and rods and you're playing with the head, no thank you. No thank you. I have to go, so bye, have a good day and ride safe. Yes sir, brother. I hope you have a great Christmas and a happy New Year's. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What are we at? 31 minutes. Damn. Boys, it is cold out here. It is cold out here. And the sun is still chilling like a freaking villain. But we're probably gonna post up out here for, we'll do 40 minutes. So I'll chill out here for another 10 minutes with you guys. And then we are gonna end this live stream. Like I said, it was kind of just a spur of the moment. I was busy. I was running around. I got family coming over, staying with me this whole week for Christmas. So I had to get the whole apartment ready for that. And then, like I said, I kind of just brought the dog outside and I realized, holy crap, it is gorgeous out today. And I haven't been live on YouTube since the first week of December. So I owed it to you guys. I owed it to myself. I came out here. I mean, hey, man, I guess 40 minutes is better than nothing, right? So it's just a quick little check-in with you guys, give you guys a little sneak peek because, if you guys watch the channel, obviously nobody has seen the bike naked like this yet. That video is not uploaded until next week. So you guys got a little sneak peek of where we are at with this bike. And I got to wish you guys a Merry Christmas because, like I said, I'm definitely not going to be live before Christmas or New Year's, so just wanted to get on here while I had some time to just hang out and chat with you guys. So, just showing you guys that I do appreciate every single one of y'all, and so does Betsy. But we always got to fix this. Just say, we got some engines under there, and we got to keep them nice and protected. We got 2 Mustang engines under there. We got some 5.0s, baby. But this is what we're all here about. This beautiful freaking Honda CBR 600. See, look, now I can actually go and clean up these dirty ass fairings. Dirty. Like, just look at that gunk and grunt. And then, obviously, burnt up a little bit. But that's okay. That's okay, guys. So, I guess that is going to be the end of this live stream. Again, like I said, you guys got a little sneak peek. You guys can kind of see. This is where the next video is going to leave off at. So at the end of the next video, you guys are going to see this bike fully naked, no fairings on it. But obviously, I'm here for the people. So I gave you guys a little sneak preview of the next video, kind of explain to you what to expect in the next video and what to expect moving forward because we got a lot of parts. We do have a lot of parts for this girl, and your boy is excited to start putting them on. Plus, we got a PC, guys. If you guys watched the last video, you will see all the parts that we got. Plus, your boy finally bit the bullet. I purchased a PC, so now I can start uploading longer videos. We're not capped out at 15 minutes anymore. And now I can actually start having some fun with you guys. I can drop a little bit more of my personality in the videos. I don't have to worry about clipping things out just to be able to get full context in the video. So that's going to be fun. And then also I'm going to be working on an intro for the videos. And I have an outro that I kind of messed around with. So if you guys are real ones and you guys stick along to the end of the video, the next video you will see, I'm testing it out. It's a new outro. You guys let me know what you guys think. And that's really all I got to say here. So I hope every single one of you guys have a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And I hope you guys tell all of your family and your friends that you love them and you appreciate them because that's what all these holidays are about. And I'll just let you guys know that I love every single one of you guys. And that's it. That's the end of this live stream. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it was kind of a spur of the moment. We had really nice weather, and you know, I wanted to give the real viewers a real sneak peek on this girl. So that's that. Next video you guys will see me taking this thing apart. And just remember, let me know in the comments in the next video. Let me know what you guys think of the outro. Put something together. I think it's kind of cool, but I think I can do a little bit more to it. So guys, leave me your feedback in the comments and let me know what you think. But your girl Betsy and your boy Mike, and hold on, your girl Betsy, your girl Bailey, we are signing out. I love y'all, and I'll smell you guys on the freaking flip. Look at her. She's right there. She's right there. You guys can see her. She's there. But that's it. I love you guys. And just remember, stick along for the journey, because it is just the beginning. We're not even a year into this YouTube channel, guys. We're not even a year into this freaking YouTube channel. And I almost got 11K of you guys wrapped around my finger on the channel. So because of that, I love every single one of you guys. And just remember, we drop a video every Wednesday now. In the summer, we did every Tuesday, every Saturday. Now with the winter, I can't do content as much. So every Wednesday, look out to the channel for new content. And whenever I get a chance, guys, I always goes live because I love hanging out and talking to you guys. So I love y'all. So does Betsy. And so does Bailey. And I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.